this video, I'm going to be further clarifying what this person had a question of, which was, why is it that a functional group had a CO double bond, but it was not a ketone? So the answer to this question is that when you see a CO double bond, you cannot automatically assume that it is a ketone, because a CO double bond is, you have to see it more as a start of a category. So it is its own category. And the category is called carbonyl. So under this category, I'm going to explain 3 of the different subcategories or names of things that have a CO double bond, but they have completely different names, and the suffixes will also change depending on what they're named. So my first example will be the aldehyde group. It has a CO double bond, but it also has an H attached to it and another carbon with a whole molecule attached to it. But the main thing is that this one has a CO double bond and an H. So when you see this means that this functional group is an aldehyde. This changes the whole name because you drop the E at the end and you make it an Al. An example would be this. This has 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, so it is bute. And it is butane because it is all single bonds. And because we can identify now that it is a it has a CHO, CHO, we, instead of putting butane with an E, we're going to put butanol with an AL. Make sure just to not put an OL, because that would change the functional group to an alcohol, and this is not an alcohol. So one way to remember this, I saw this in a previous video posted on Chemistry Community, was in Harry Potter, somebody with the last name Cho hid in a closet. So if you ever want to remember this, it's Cho hid. Cho hid in the closet. Another subcategory is a ketone. And how this looks is that it has a double bond O, CO, but this is only attached to carbons. So it'll be R, R, so it could be a whole molecule. An example of this is 3. Is that, and how we would name this, it has 5 carbons, so penta is that, and because since it's all single bonds, it would be pentane, but since it is a ketone, because of this, it's attached, it has a CO double bond, and the C is attached to 2 other C's, we're going to name it pentaone. So when you have a ketone, you drop the E at the end. So this one would have been pentane, but I dropped the E and I put the one. So the suffix for this one would be one. Ketone, change it to one. And last subcategory I'm going to talk about is carboxylic acid. It has the CO double bond, like all the other ones, since it's in the carbonyl category. The difference between this one is that it is attached to an OH and another carbon, so this could be a whole other molecule. That we would use for this one would be oic acid. An example of this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbon bonds, so it is penta. It would be pentane because it has single bonds, but since we notice that there is this, we're going to drop the E and we're going to put oic acid.